Joining us on day one of the local Wi-Fi network special VIP training. My name is Kevin Z. I am a co-founder at the local Wi-Fi network, World Wi-Fi and Social Hotspot. We are super excited to have you with us and super happy to have you join us for this wild ride. And you'll see we're going to be rolling out the most innovative local marketing product of the year. So you guys are on board. And with that being said, I want to congratulate you and give yourself really a round of applause for taking action and being a part of this. This is not new to me. I mean, I've been working on this project for almost 2 years now, as you guys know, but this is all new to you. So what I want to do is kind of ease you into it the same way I did. I didn't know everything overnight. I didn't have it all figured out, but I wanted to just really I want you to understand where the vision is, where the vision came from, and see how it goes. And now you're really officially in on the ground floor of the next big thing in local marketing. This is really where it's at. This is where everything is going to go. Engagement, on-site engagement, list building, seamless and massive value to both the business, business being your customers, local business, and then their inevitable end customers. And that's where, really we come into the play, where local Wi-Fi network is a group of social hotspots. And I'll explain to you exactly how all that works. And to review, for those of you who may have seen this already as well, but the 4-day overview today, we're going to be talking about the intro to hotspot marketing, an introduction and a members area and marketing materials setup. We're going to show you exactly how to dive through everything. Again, show you the reason why we're doing this and give you all the tools you need to really get out there and sell. And that's what we'll be talking about on day two. The day two is sales strategy and the crash course. Why our clients need this. I'll be touching on that a bit today, but it really is going to be more on day two, the strategy of that and the value proposition, the positioning, and how much to price, how much you can get, obviously, from your clients to run these campaigns and then obviously upsell them with various tools. So we'll be talking all about sales strategy and how to lock down massive deals on day two. Day three is all about mastering the control panel. That's when we'll be obviously running through the whole cloud control panel, exactly what you can do in it, how to run campaigns, how to manage hotspots, how to set up hotspots, all that stuff. Also, we'll be talking about how to use the platform and interface, how to manage the users as well, like I said. Advanced day four, social retargeting is going to be all about day four. We're going to talk about why your clients need this, how to run things on Facebook, how to run things all over the place, and a value proposition to position and price this properly. Today's agenda, we're going to be talking about some important housekeeping things, shipping and setup info. Those of you who are already asking, have the routers been shipped? A few of them have, yep, and we're going to be talking through all those in the housekeeping. We're also going to be talking about the introduction to the local Wi-Fi network, exactly how it works and how we plan to roll this out. We'll talk about, again, what a social hotspot is. Make sure you completely know what it is, so when you're speaking to your clients, you can explain it to them in detail and answer any questions that they have. We'll talk about exactly why this is different than anything else out there. A lot of you already have looked around. You said, hey, this is not new. You see some other hotspots that allow you to like on Facebook. It doesn't come close to what we have, and I'll really explain and I'll go into detail about what makes us different. I'll talk about the opportunity as well that you can get with the local Wi-Fi network, the different areas you can touch on. Again, that's what this week is all about. It's about opportunity and taking local business, either your current clients or prospective clients, and turning them into massive, massive deals. We'll be talking about the members area. I'll introduce you to it, and we'll talk about the marketing materials as well, how to walk through all of that. As well, we'll finish off with a homework assignment. That'll be pretty fun. You'll see it at the very end. We'll be walking through that and kind of making big leaps into day two. And at the end, like I said, we're going to have some Q&A, so I'll be staying on at the very end. Maybe I'll switch my mic to the headset later when I'm doing the Q&A. But in the meantime, the housekeeping. First of all, I want you guys to know that the local Wi-Fi network, typically, if you're on this call, you already know that the members area is now live. We launched that earlier today. Again, I know a lot of people were super eager over the weekend. They were like, wishing for Monday. I've never had anybody wish for a Monday, myself included, but everybody was like, I couldn't wait until Monday because they wanted access to the members area. But now you have it. Members area is now open. You'll see there's some placeholders there. We plan to flesh that out with all of the content that we're going to be covering in the next 4 days, as well as some surprises you'll see. At the end of the week, we're going to put some really cool stuff in there. We're going to populate that. But that is the home where everything local Wi-Fi network is going to reside. As well, I want to make sure that you join the VIP Facebook group. That can be found at fb.com or facebook.com/groups/local Wi-Fi network VIP. Don't type that in. You can just simply go to the members area and simply go in. But I encourage you, if you're not in there right now, make sure you get in, and also make sure that you're using the same email address and name that you're using, obviously, on the account for local Wi-Fi network, because we're very strict with that. Obviously, you have a lifetime access to this. Anyone who's coming in early, you guys know with the early bird, you have lifetime access to that. But people who are coming in later may not. So we are going to be very strict, and you guys know that you are the founders, so to speak, of the local Wi-Fi network VIP members area. As well, I want to be clear, we have a couple of Facebook groups and a lot of action, a lot of activity, but I want to make sure that if you need support, if you have any questions, and if you need any help, you can post it now in the VIP. You can post some specific questions in the VIP group. Any strategy stuff, we're all there to help. We're all a community to help that. The real good strategy obviously is going to be in the VIP. But if you have any questions specific to your account, like if you didn't receive an email, or if you have a question that's specific to you, and it won't really benefit the group, just simply send an email, to support@localwifinetwork.com. And we'll be sure to get back to you right away. Our support time right now is within a half an hour. Typically during business hours, we'll get back to you. As you guys know, we have been swamped. We've had some amazing responses here. So it may take a little bit of time, but rest assured we are on it. And we have a very advanced support desk, actually, you haven't even seen yet. It's at wifisupportdesk.com. Now, we lock that right now because it really is just meant for clients only. And when we give you access to the cloud control panel that comes along, you activate that when you receive your hotspot in the mail. That's when you get access to all the support desk. It's very much technical stuff. I really think about the wifisupportdesk.com being the technical hub of your questions, whereas the members area and the Facebook group is the marketing side. That'll answer any questions you have about marketing or making money with this thing. So that's kind of how we like to break it up, and it serves everyone well because it obviously gets you the answer when you need it most, and it also helps you if you have any questions. And to answer the questions about your units, so a lot of you guys ordered, on the Thursday, on the Friday of last week. So those have been packaged. They have been dropped off, and they're going to be shipped out momentarily. So you should be getting those by the end of this week if you are anywhere in North America. You guys know anyone international, we have talked to you specifically. It may take a little bit longer than that, but really no longer than early next week. Really, everyone should have your hotspots. For those of you who are wondering, we will be sending out, once we issue the tracking number, we'll be sending you a specific email with your tracking number for shipping. So you'll be able to see where that is, where it's stopped off, when they scan it, depending on where you are. You'll be able to see when that's getting to you, and you can organize to get it right away and unwrap it. And with all that stuff, no reason to go through that today, but when you receive it, and we expect a lot of you to be receiving it to the tail end of the week, so we'll be doing it, this training probably on day 3 or day 4, depending on the shipping schedules, but you should have it no later than then. We'll be walking through the specific step-by-step instructions of how to set all this up. We'll show you exactly what comes in the box, what comes out of the box, how to do it. Like I said, it's plug-and-play simple. So it really is a no-brainer, but this will answer any questions you have. Specifically, this support desk will also teach you about how to use the interface. Even though we're going to have videos, this is going to have Q&A and step-by-step instructions about how to set up campaigns, how to do notifications, all that good stuff. So we're on to the intro to the local Wi-Fi network. A lot of you have seen that introduction webinar that we did. Now, if you haven't yet, I encourage you to go back and watch that. We'll post it again for you in the members area because it talks about a whole bunch of things. And we're going to kind of cover a little bit of those things today in a different light. But what's important is that you know what we're all about. A corporate overview about us. The company is called World Wi-Fi Zone. It's a company that I own, and we are running through a few separate brands. You see we have office here in Toronto. We have an office in Dublin, Ireland. For those of you who know or who don't know, I was at the local summit a few weeks ago in Denver is where I first kind of teased everyone with the brand and everything there. And then we went to the Web Summit in Ireland, in Dublin, Ireland. There were over 10,000 people there. And actually, I watched the NASDAQ bell getting rung. It was really, really cool. I can actually show you some pictures later about that. But it was all the who's who about tech were there. So, the CEOs and everyone there was there. So, we launched this there, and we came out with a few brands. One was the local Wi-Fi network, and one was the social hotspot. But that's why those of you who are wondering, on PayPal, that's why you're making a payment to World Wi-Fi Zone on PayPal. That's the company that's set up, so don't worry about who they are. They are us, same thing. Local Wi-Fi network and World Wi-Fi is all the same company. And local Wi-Fi network Really, the vision behind this is each one of those icons, as you see, is a social hotspot. Now, a social hotspot is really meant to be for a specific location. So when you think about this, right, and you look about your local area, you can set up your own local network in your own area. And right now you have that one. Now, don't think about that one as being limited to one location, because really the one that you have right now is, like I said before, it's something you can keep using over and over and over again. Particularly, we like to use that one for demos. We like to use it for events. So if somebody says, look, I have an event, it's a 1 day or 2 day thing, you can come in there with your social hotspot, run that whole event, charge, a nice amount of money for those analytics, and then take your hotspot back. And you can keep leasing this out. So if you have a client who just wants it for, I think events is probably the biggest thing there, it's great. But as you grow and you have clients that, let's say, want a permanent installation, if they're a restaurant or a shop or any kind of office or anything like that, they probably want a typical a hard installation, and that's when you really start to grow your network and you really branch it out. So like I said, each one of those hotspots are meant for single locations. They're meant for local businesses. And the way that we're working this is that the local Wi-Fi network is really the hub that allows you to control these multiple areas. Now, as you see, this router over here is a single social hotspot. So right now, everyone has a single zone and a single social hotspot. So like I said, with that zone, you can rename the zone multiple times. You can rename the social hotspot multiple times. You can really reuse that as much as you want. Now, where things get interesting is when you actually start growing more zones, and you have one zone. Sorry, you could start growing more social hotspots within that zone, right? So this is 4 grouped as one. Now, you don't have to have all 4 in one. You can have 4 under each of their own ones. This is all going to be, we're going to talk about this on day 4, about the retargeting, about how you can take something like this and obviously grow your zone, grow your number of hotspots. And the biggest thing is that when you have the multiple zones, you can break it up. So you can tell an advertiser, look, zone 4 is all restaurants. Zone 3 is all professional services or doctor and dentist offices. Zone 1 is, for example, a retail store. So with all of this, you're allowed to then bring in an advertiser and say, look, do you want to go on zone 1? And let's say this zone over here, as you see, it has like 10 hotspots, and those don't have to be in any geographical location. A zone can be cross-country. You can have a zone in different areas. You can just group it like that. So this is kind of how it works, right? And the idea is that as you're growing your network, as you're building these social hotspots and these, obviously adding value, there really are multiple ways to make money. And these business opportunities, the business models, I'm going to touch on them again now, and these are things that I'm really going to review throughout. So there's not going to be like each individual one. We'll be walking through each one of these, obviously, but it's going to be spread over the next 4 days here of how we're going to do this. Number 1, we're going to teach you how to charge for the setup and the management of it. So whether you're setting it up for a single event or whether you're setting up a permanent installation for long-term install, we'll teach you how to do that. We'll also teach you how to manage those advertiser relationships. So that goes we're going to cover that a bit on day 2 about how to set it up, how to sell the advertiser, on exactly what they're going to get. And then on day 4, we're going to talk about the retargeting, about how you can upsell and with all that stuff. We're also going to teach you how to create really your own local Wi-Fi network. That comes with obviously getting access to the platform. We're going to teach you how to sell those social targeting ads, and this again will happen on day 4. We'll also show you how to bundle local marketing services. So if you currently sell any video, any mobile apps, specifically, a lot of people are asking how to use mobile apps with this. Well, you know what? Everyone wants their mobile app to be downloaded. So by simply putting up a sign and saying, hey, turn on your Wi-Fi to download the mobile app, they don't need data. So killer stuff. So we're going to be talking about how to bundle that in and sell a mobile app and a social hotspot at the same time just by saying that. You can also offer it to events. So offering it to events is a really big thing. Going to individual trade shows, going to even county events, things like outdoor fairs, festivals, street festivals, stuff like that. Tell the advertiser, look, it's a one-time setup, and we'll keep it there for the day. We'll charge you X amount. It's really, really cool how we do this. We'll show you how to do it too. But I really want, at the end of the day, everyone to start thinking of some opportunities. And I know that there's been a lot of chatter on Facebook. I'm sure you guys had the weekend to think about it. Start thinking of opportunities and ways to use this. Primarily, and I'll bring this slide back, like we are targeting currently resellers in these areas. Like we don't, like you know us, like we don't really want to go to these businesses directly. We want you guys to take advantage of your relationships in your area and truly go to each one of these verticals. And not all of them, I want to repeat, you're not going to own all of these verticals, but pick one, right? Pick one that you have good connections in. Pick one that you have warm leads in, that you have friends in. Maybe you worked in the industry before. Let's say you were a manager of a hotel. Great. Now you go to all the hotels, and like this is a huge thing for hotels, right? But each one of these, and we have all these images as well for you in the members area, but these are all the industries that we're looking at targeting right off the bat. And primarily, I think the hot spots right now, and we'll be going through all of these in our sales training tomorrow about how to find these leads. Restaurants, huge. I mean, those are quick no-brainers. The airports and casinos, sometimes, obviously they have big marketing departments and there's layers there. I personally say for you guys to get started, the best thing is to go to a client that is the decision maker in a small business. And you see that all the time on a local level. Like more often than not, it's always a local business owner that is going to make this decision. And the local business owner is usually in the shop. But those are the ones that will immediately see the value. They're the ones that are probably your clients already buying social media, buying those services. And you obviously go to them with the pitch. And we'll show you in this webinar, in this training session today, how to go there and position yourself as the expert to say that, look, I know this business inside and out. You've never heard of this before, but I'm the expert on it, and I will take this and show you results. So again, guys, think about these industries and think about the types of businesses they are to target. And like I said, these are the businesses that we try to target today. But the message to your clients is always that, if you're looking to offer a secure internet service and actually get something for your Wi-Fi in return, then I got to show you this. And we'll show you the pitches, the actual presentations. We have the materials as well to show you in the training today. But how to go to each one of these verticals and just completely crush it. So have you guys just right in the chat box? Have you guys already thought about ideas? Feel free to give me some ideas or just say yes if you have. Just thinking about this for the last 3 days. Have you guys already thought in your area, how many businesses can I sell this to? Like, how much opportunity is there right now? How much people would love this? And, I want to even share this. I'm going to find a way to share this with you guys. I'm going to do this right now because it's something I really want to show you. And check this out. There we are. Yes. Like this is live. Like, yeah, flea markets. Yeah. Like, oh, yes. Huge opportunity. So, obviously I'm not trying to like push it. I'm just saying you guys know where this is at. So always keep in your mind ways to use it. And I really want to encourage you that, I love the ideas even being shared in the chat. We'll take the best of the best actually in the webinar, but really the better place to share these ideas is in our private Facebook group. And I really want to say is like, never feel threatened about other people in this Facebook group, okay? Even if you're both in, let's say, Chicago. You're like, look, you're in Chicago, I'm in Chicago. I'm not going to share my ideas because I'm threatened about you. You know what? There's ways to, number one, work together, always in your area, and highly encourage that. Number two, more often than not, you're not even targeting the same vertical. Let's say somebody is already like in with the dentist and somebody is in with the restaurants. You're both in Chicago. Cool. Own those verticals, guys. Own it all. And I really want to stress that. The more you own of your specific vertical, the more money you're going to make. So share those ideas because chances are you're going to pick up something about a vertical about that somebody in San Francisco is doing and you live in Portugal and now you're running that strategy in Portugal and then somebody else in Singapore sees you. And guys, I want to say like we've had tremendous response in the last little bit. We have clients already using Social Hotspot in over 15 countries. So again, just a testament to how global this product is and how great you guys are in over 15 countries. So please share these ideas in the Facebook group. Let other people benefit from it. It's like a karma thing. Give a little, get a little. You're going to get a lot of value if you give just a little bit of value into that Facebook group. All right. So what is a social hotspot? To repeat, there it is. That's what it looks. Actually, it doesn't. I want to tell you guys, it doesn't actually look like that. That is just. It was just a show. It actually is exactly this router. But it's not branded social hotspot. So we have a lot of people asking me, hey, does it branded social hotspot? Are my clients going to know? They're going to go to like socialhotspot.com? Well, no, like we actually are planning to do some branding later on, as you know, when we release this to the public, like in a year from now, like not on Amazon, anything like that anytime soon, like in a long time from now, when we actually go to the public, we're going to brand them with our logo. But right now, There's no, it's 3 antennas, so it's pretty insane. And we use it's an enterprise quality router. So we use this, it broadcasts a super broad, great signal everywhere, and it's not branded social hotspots. So your clients are never going to know, who we are, that kind of thing. And it really, then we considered it and we thought about it. You know what? Like, we don't want the risk of you going in there, getting a crazy good deal from your clients, and then your clients doing some investigative work, and finding things. We're always strict about that whole reseller model. If you guys know us from Brick and Mobile as well, we are all about the resellers. So you want to make sure that you can position yourself in the best way. So about your social hotspot, it's actually a wireless N router. For those of you guys who were asking, we had a slight typo in the previous presentation. It's a wireless N router. It's IEEE 802.11b, G, and N. So it is using the latest technology as far as a hotspot goes. It has every bit of security in there that you can imagine. And then we have actually something special. It makes our local Wi-Fi network unique, which I'll be talking about in just the next section here. But the security is killer on this thing. It actually, people use this in major companies. It's the same, same hardware they use to use a corporate hotspot. So it's great, secure. It has a bunch of ports on it. Now, the only port you really have to use is the port, and you'll see that the port that you plug in the internet to. But if you have any like wired computers around there, you can also plug in wired like computers. So if you have like an office, like another desktop, or you have something else you just want to plug in via normal internet, there's 4 ports in the back of that. Biggest questions we had is what's the range? So the very safe range to say, like sometimes, if you put this on the top of a roof and that's like an open area, it can go like 100, 150 yards. But we are very conventional in estimating this. So we really want to say it's 60 yards indoors. Now think about 60 yards, guys. It's more than half of a football field. So how many local businesses are more in size than larger than half of a football field? Very, not at all. So this standard social hotspot is more than suitable for any local business that you will ever speak to. Now, we also have something that's called a patio extender. Patio extender is a little antenna. We'll be reviewing that in day 3 when we talk about all the hardware. But the patio extender is something you can plug into the back of this. It's an optional unit that you can order separately through you actually get a great price through our online store, which are going to be launching actually later today. So through there, you can get a patio extender, plug it right into your social hotspot, and then just broadcast this like massive signal for like 300 or 350 yards. Now, guys, we use this before. We put a patio extender on top of like a flagpole, okay? And we just ran a conventional network cable. We'll show you exactly how to install it, and be careful, don't do it while there's lightning or anything like that. But it is a waterproof and weatherproof patio extender. So you can leave this outside if you're in the middle of Minneapolis or even here in Canada. It's like freezing, okay? We have them outdoor, just sitting outside. And this thing will blast and broadcast this same social hotspot signal for like half a mile. Like, no joke. Easy half a mile. You put it on top of a flag post. I've seen the thing go like miles. Okay, so imagine broadcasting a coupon out there being like, come to us now. So we have some questions, actually. I want to just get to them now. So 60 yards square. It's radius. It's 60 yards from the point itself. So think about that. It actually is like 120 yards end to end. If you had this thing in the middle, you'd be able to go like 120 yards from an end-to-end standpoint. Now, that would be ideal. You'd actually probably get a little bit more than that. Like I said, 60 yards is just an estimate. So make sure you don't install this. We have it all in the installation guide. Like, don't install it like in a coat room behind a bunch of hangers. Not gonna be cool. If that's the case, if it's the only place you can put it, then get a patio extender. Leave that there. All right. Then just link a patio extender outside and like put that, let's say, outside on the ceiling or on the side or on the outside of the venue. We have all of this. We're going to be reviewing all of this technical setup stuff on another day. Today is all about just easing into it and talking about some of the questions that we've had asked. So moving on, what is a social hotspot really, and what is the Wi-Fi network? It helps you create this social proximity marketing is the term really is that they use in the corporate world, but how to set this up. So you offer, like I said, free Wi-Fi with a social hotspot. You connect with your favorite social media site, and the customers get that free Wi-Fi. Now, why your clients need it? We'll be talking about all this tomorrow, but these are things that clients do anyways. Now, if you just pay attention to the inner circle, now, a lot of you already maybe offer this to your clients. Like maybe you do Facebook marketing, and maybe you handle their photo gallery, or you do anything to do with their website. Maybe you already build their list. You already, have marketing campaigns. Now, building a list, I know that's a pain point. You just want more emails, more audience. It's like it's a definitive measurement on how good you are as a local marketer, right? And that kind of pees me off because I hate that. Like, I would give some amazing strategy to a client. At the end of the day, would be like, well, I only got an extra 20 or 30 emails this month. Like, that's not good. I'm like, what do you mean not good? Like, I just planted seeds for like massive explosive growth. And they're like, no. And that really annoyed me. So you'll see this product is going to make you look really good because you'll be able to build an email list very quickly. Also learning their customers, like as you see all these things, like the promotions, any video stuff. Like I said, anyone who does video promos know all about this. This is stuff you offer anyways. And this is, again, telling them, look, I offer you, let's say, photo sharing. I put it on Facebook. How would you like to get people to upload photos via the Wi-Fi network and promote that? I mean, just a great segment into using this. Now, again, to recap, those of you who didn't even see it, I'm going to kind of blast through this just so you know exactly the flow. I don't want you to be lost at all when we're going through this content here. So again, they're going to see the Wi-Fi hotspot on their phone. They join the hotspot. They connect via their favorite social network. We grab that information legally. They get added to a list, build a list, and they can now market to the customers. The customers then receive the free Wi-Fi special promotions. Now, as well, it doesn't only stop there. If you offer any like services, if you have like any apps to download, or you have like any like m-commerce stuff existingly, just direct clients directly to that in real time. So, as you'll see, it's not so much the free Wi-Fi. It's more like connect to win, or enter or turn on your Wi-Fi to win, like that kind of tagline, or turn on your Wi-Fi to shop now, right? And they turn on their Wi-Fi, they connect, and then they go right to your store or right to your like menu ordering service or whatever you have. Point directly to that. It makes it awesome. So again, the simple architecture, we figured it all out. We have this whole connection with Facebook and the OAuth, like all the LinkedIn to Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, FK. We have a whole bunch coming up. And we use a Facebook graph, as you know, to grab the real name, personal address, gender, hometown, birthday, likes on Facebook. Now, what you'll see in the platform is we grab all the data. You can access it all. What we're planning to do with this platform is really go deep with the Facebook insights. As you guys know, we can run all kinds of demographics and analytics and teach you exactly how to how to understand your customer best based on all this data. It's just data, right? We're actually going to be putting in templates and linking deep into the Facebook Open Graph and Facebook Insights and busting out some ready to go slides, ready to go graphs, charts that you'll be able to just give to your clients and be like, wow, this is pretty amazing. Like you're telling me more about my customers, my core clients that I've ever known before. So guys, I just want to say, be patient with this. We are in the midst of recruiting the best of the best in the Facebook world and development world. We have a lot of it built. See, we're getting the information, but we're getting some high level agencies, some calling in some favors, some buddies of mine. We're going to get this really awesome for you. So get really excited about this as everything grows. And know as well that this works on any device. This will work on anything that has to do with the internet on a device. So everything here is very mobile focused. So any mobile phone, any tablet, any laptop, okay? Keep that in mind. Any computer that has Wi-Fi, anything that uses Wi-Fi, we connect to. And will actually work optimally anywhere. So even hotels, a lot of people are not just about phones or tablets. They still bring their laptops. So this works great on laptops. It all fits perfectly to the size of the screen. And it works with any network setup. So if your clients are asking, will this work with my internet connection? All you have to know, is it a high-speed internet connection? If the answer is yes, then yes, it will work. Typically, if a client, let's say, has a bunch of clients on board, a bunch of their customers on board, like 50 or 100 at the same time, it's going to slow down their internet. There's no question about it. They may have to upgrade to a higher speed, let's say 50 or 100 megabytes a second download at that point. Now, we're also going to give you, as part of our support desk, when you actually get access to, when you receive your router, there's going to be a card, obviously linking you to everything. But we're going to teach you, okay, if you have this many clients, this is the max, or this is the recommended bandwidth that your client should have. If you have this many clients, this is the recommended bandwidth. So all that stuff we'll be telling you, kind of the guidelines. The guidelines now are just simply, if you have high-speed internet, it's going to work. You have internet going to the modem, going to the social hotspot, resulting in happy customers. Now, this is what I talked about with patio extenders. So again, we're going to go a lot through all of this on day 3, But those you've been asking, it's all expandable, right? So on each social hotspot, you can have up to 250 simultaneous users. So in this case, it would maintain the 250 simultaneous. And you could have, let's say, this blasting inside, and then you have like a large outdoor area, let's say 3 areas here. You can put one of these patio extenders in each area and just broadcast and grow that signal. Now, you still have only 250 over here. The solution is something called daisy chaining. We'll be talking about this on day 3. Don't want to get everybody confused now. Just want to answer some questions. If you have a location that needs, let's say, more than 250 simultaneous users, totally possible. You can take multiple social hotspots, plug them into each other, maintain the same SSID, same experience to everyone, and blast that off. So we'll be talking about that on day 3 as well. You're going to be seeing everything in our store as we launch it, exactly how it is to expand it. I rest assured we are at a fraction of the price of anything even closely comparable on the market. I can guarantee that we're really going to blow you guys away to how easy it is and how amazing it is to expand each one of your networks in your area using everything that we have here. So again, those of you who may have seen this already, this is the user experience. Very quickly going to run through this. When your clients see this, you're going to be able to name your SSID. So it's going to be called, location at your name. If you want to use your name, if you want to promote co-brand, that kind of thing. You can put an advertiser's name directly in here as well. So it makes it really flexible, really easy to use. You then connect with social media. So you see an option. I'll show you some demos in a second. You connect with social media, and then you have the option to grow your Facebook page, know your customer, all that stuff. So on Facebook, it looks something like this. Customer needs to log in with their username and password. They connect with the app. Google as well, they connect with the app to access via their Gmail or Google accounts. And Twitter and LinkedIn looks something like this as well, where you have directly through Twitter and LinkedIn, all happens through OAuth. So that's all good and everything, right? But we've had a lot of people ask some questions. What makes us different? All right, and I see one question over here about a floor plan. We're going to get to that at the very end. We'll get into some flagged ones at the very end today. But what makes us different? Because there are some other people out there, some other quote-unquote social-powered or social Wi-Fi hotspots, things like that. What makes us different? We are the only social-powered Wi-Fi platform built specifically for local marketing resellers. Now, we bring a combined decade of experience to the table when it comes to selling offline, selling local, okay? Very different than just selling to a business. Actually, completely different. Selling locally is so important to understand, so important to add value. As you know, local businesses need to see that value. They need to see immediate ROI. If they don't see that ROI, they're gone. So what we've done is we've engineered this whole platform specifically geared at helping you show your clients ROI, very measurable, very real-time, results-oriented. And we've taken everything and we've combined the best of the best. So we've obviously connected with Facebook. We've made it really easy for you to build an email list, to remotely manage these. I didn't even mention this before, but our interface is responsive. So you can actually manage your hotspots from your cell phone anywhere in the world. You don't actually have to be ever at that hotspot. You can just mail it to your client, tell them how to plug it in, or you can better yet, charge them, go in once, charge them to install it, set it all up, get that patio extender up on the ceiling. You know, I don't recommend you do it yourself, maybe even hire someone, but charge a lot of money for that because it's like there's, you know, I'm telling you now, clients are used to buying hardware. They're used to like buying $50,000 ovens, okay? You know, at some restaurants. And then the restaurant owner will be like, oh, what do you mean $20 a month for social media? But I'll buy a $50,000 oven because that's vital to my business. They understand because obviously they need it, but hardware is something tangible, right? If they get something and you're installing it, it's great. Now, you never have to go back. That's what we figured. We don't want you to have to run back every time to reset the router, to change this, that. No, everything is all completely remotely managed, all through our control panel. We have obviously all the social promotions, integrations with not only one, but all social platforms, and that real-time analytics. Something that I really want to make very clear, Social Hotspot and the local Wi-Fi network is one of the only, truly only, global Wi-Fi management platforms that do not require any third-party software to protect your privacy. It is one of the only ones that has 256-bit encrypted VPN tunnels and VPN keys. So, guys, there are other platforms out there that will say that they're secure. Ask them, are you 256-bit encrypted? No. Chances are there's nobody else out there, so you're not actually talking to anybody, because it's true. We are so early in this game. Like I said, ground floor is no joke. But anyone who will even say or claim anything, guaranteed, chances are they are not encrypted. They are not VPN. They do not have SSL encryption for every location. As well, we are secure, so everything is securely cloud hosted on Amazon. Everything has proprietary. There's proven VPS deployments. Everything, as you see here, has been worked on for a very long time. But I like to say, truly, the reason and what makes us different is the control panel. It's the cloud control panel. And like you guys know, it lets you access with anything. So it's not only just Facebook. It's Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter, email, and VK. So you can actually go and change all of this in the interface. Makes us very unique. There's almost no platform out there right now that has even heard of this. Any Wi-Fi management has no idea that social exists. They're like living like in the Stone Age. And that's what most of the people right now are paying an arm and a leg for every day and every month. They're paying some outdated Wi-Fi management solution that just doesn't work, right? So this has everything on demand. You can change it for each individual landing page, individual business. Like I said, guys, it's all about the control panel. It's the software. It's not just the hardware that you receive. It's actually the software, the back end, the tools, kind of the platform that allows you to use it. So it's the built-in ad serving platform. There's almost nothing out there right now that has a built-in IAB compliant ad server. So a complete ad server. And if we have any time today, or maybe we'll leave it for the next day when we actually run through it, I'll show you how it works, how to actually run ads. As well, we are one of the only ones that have that real-time management and a breakdown, the social breakdown. So we successfully combined the web traffic, mobile traffic, and social traffic into statistics. And like I said earlier, when we're talking about the Facebook Open Graph, we're talking about actually rolling things out. That's what we're going to be talking about. So you're going to get areas where you have a specific restaurant. You say, hey, what do other restaurants like this want? You'll be able to pull social data and manipulate that really easily. So that's something that it's really leaps and bounds ahead. We also allow you to very easily add and manage zones. So if you have a zone, obviously, if you want to add a new zone when you receive your social hotspot, you'll be able to easily plug it in and do it all remotely. You don't actually have to be there because it's all about the control panel. The notifications in real time. So this area as well, being able to send Facebook notifications, HTML and image tags, the events, and everything else in the platform makes it really unique, especially the Wi-Fi lottery manager. We'll be running through all of these things when we talk about getting to know your platform. This is all the stuff we're going to show you how to sell your clients. So your clients will never see this. So we see some people already asking. This is the value you bring. Okay, we're going to talk about that later today. When you talk to a client, they don't have to know about this fancy stuff. They actually don't even care. All they care about is results. It's ROI and results. They really just want to see how many emails did I get today. That's a measurable number. They don't care about this stuff, okay? They don't care about the notifications real time, the lottery manager. We make it easy for you to do it. So we give you all these tools in the background, the landing page editor, the email collector, the Facebook graph, the ad server, being able to work on tablets, laptops, smartphones. It's the control panel, but they don't ever have to know about it. So on to the members area. So I kind of wanted to blow through that because a lot of it was old content. You can probably tell, old to you, old to me. Those who haven't seen it already, I wanted to just cover that because that's the groundwork, the framework that you have to understand before we dive into all this good stuff. So as you guys know, the local Wi-Fi network is now live. It is good to go in the back end. So if you haven't yet, if you haven't received an email, please do check it out. Tony says I'm going too fast. Well, Tony, we got a replay, so you can always go back on that. But I encourage you to go into the local Wi-Fi network, into members, and you'll be able to grab all that great stuff there. But in the meantime, let's walk all through this together. And what I want to do is take some time and show you how all this stuff works. I think it's going to benefit everyone because this is part of really starting off the right way. You got to make sure that you look good. And those of you who've ever worked with us before, you got to know that it's really all about image. You are who you present yourself as, right? If you go in there and you don't really know what you're talking about, your clients are going to know. So before we dive into the nitty-gritty of the platform, we're going to teach you really how to establish yourself as a local Wi-Fi network provider and as an expert in Wi-Fi and proximity marketing. So before we do get started, You're going to need some software. So to edit the content in the members area, you're going to need Adobe Photoshop, Microsoft Word, and Microsoft PowerPoint. For those of you who do not have it, 60-day trials are available for every one of those. So simply just use Google. I mean, Google is great. If you don't have an answer to a question, simply search Google, 60-day free trial, Microsoft Word, and maybe we'll put some links into our members area as well to the free trials for those of you who are asking. But there are free trials available. But really, if you guys don't have these already, maybe the best thing is just pay somebody $5 to do it. We live by this, Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Check it out. We have some people saying OpenOffice is free, as well as GIMP.com. So thank you guys for those tips. And those tips, please share some of those. If you guys have got some killer tips, put them into the VIP Facebook group, because that's really where where we're going to get most benefit from this. But yeah, those software is free. And if you don't even want to bother with this stuff, pay somebody $5 to do it. Much easier that way. So the walk-in brochure, it's all editable. And what I'm going to do here is actually open this up and walk through it. What will help you here is understand the pitch. So we're going to change the volume a little bit. And talking about, this is when you actually go speak to your clients, this is what you're going to be telling them. Here we go. I got it as a Adobe PDF, but all of this is available in Microsoft Word. So you can actually go in and edit this, edit every word, drag any image. I just made it here. It's a little bit easier to run through together. So the headline here is, what has your Wi-Fi done for you lately? So as you know, it's asking a question. It's thought-provoking. It's something that customers would potentially open their eyes to. And I'm not going to read through this, word for word. But really, 3 out of 4 customers surveyed said that free Wi-Fi matters where they shop, eat, drink, and sleep. So that covers a lot of local businesses, right? And have them understand, first of all, what it is. And the same thing I explained to you. It's a new social-powered Wi-Fi hotspot that trades your free Wi-Fi that I know you're giving away for free anyways for promotions, lotteries, social media, and value to your clients. And not only that, but you're going to be able to publish advertising banners, and we can actually bring you some revenue. How does that sound? And bam, right away. It's not a sales 101. We're going to teach you that tomorrow. But how this works is you can go through this and edit it, right? If you don't like how this is done, edit it yourself. But the value here is that we've already gone through the trial and error. We know what works. This is what we used on our pilots when we got on our clients locally. This is the content we use to bring them on. So it explains to them as well the same thing you saw. It's time to turn your Wi-Fi into a social lead machine. 1, 2, 3, 4. So easy. It's the ultimate solution. We give you all of these, all the content as well. We're going to be adding some additional graphics in the members area. So this is just one snapshot. Ideally, as you'll see, you can create your own, right? So you'll have access in the next days to the builder, to the back end cloud control panel. Part of the whole, why it's all about the control panel. You can go and create these in the control panel and then take screenshots and say, hey, client, how would you like your login page to look like this? And it would just be just awesome. Now, sorry guys, we have some people who are saying that they lost sound. Is that the case, or is it just some people? Sorry guys to interrupt. I just have a couple people saying they can hear me. No, we have nearly everyone. And guys, if the audio is being recorded at HD right now, so if your audio cuts out a bit, don't panic. You can always watch the replay and you'll be able to hear me in full HD surround sound. All right, so back to this. We're going to be giving you graphics that you can use here. Graphics you can obviously pop in, but all the benefits are here. Social hotspot, we'll technically set it up. So think again, the mindset that you're going to tell your customer. This can be working for one-off. This can be for permanent installations. So very quickly, here's the value. It's a limited time offer. This is not available forever. You tell them that because it's not. Okay, this is something that you are so early to the game that they've never even heard about this before. There's no joke. You're going to technically set up this social hotspot for them. You're going to connect their social media profiles. You're going to connect in their Facebook, their Twitter. You're going to set up their landing pages and their redirect forms. So if they have something they want to promote, you'll set this up for them. It's the only social-powered Wi-Fi network with 256-bit encryption. So we're going to protect your network as well. We're literally going to put a layer of security over it. And we'll let people easily, I kind of switch the order there, but easily check in on Foursquare, Facebook Places, and Google. People no longer need data plans. If they have their iPod, they can now check into your location very easily and tell people they're there. It's all about the free marketing. You can also sell them sponsorship and advertising consulting. So if they are wondering, hey, how would I even bring an advertiser in? Talk about that on day 4, and we'll be also showing you how to do live notifications and messaging. Round-the-clock support is what you'll offer them. You'll eliminate fraud and Wi-Fi hackers, so nobody else anymore going in and hacking that Wi-Fi signal, nothing to worry about anymore. And it works on all laptops, tablets, and smartphones. As you see here, we'll be covering this as well in the sales training, how much to charge. High level, $9.99 setup for the hotspot. Okay, $80 a month on the minimum. Okay, you're also charging them live notification fees, messaging campaign fees. Every time you send it off, you're going to charge them. Okay, and that's how it works. It's just a service industry. It's just how it works. And you can go and edit this. If you want to change it all, you'll have the option. You enter your company, your phone number, your address, all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. You'll be able to do all of this. Really, you'll have access right now in the members area. Go get this, customize it, print them out, and go talk to your businesses already. I mean, nothing's holding you back. This is something like a little mini proposal. You can take this right away and use it. So moving on, that's the walk-in brochure. Next is the social hotspot PowerPoint. Now I'm going to run through this as well with you guys pretty quickly and show you exactly how I would present this. And we're going to go through this. This is just high level, but the reason I'm showing you this on day 1 is because I want you to go through this. I want you to start thinking as a customer. Go through this material, customize it already, print it out. Okay, learn it, know it. This is like you got to study this. You got to know it so when you're in there with a client, you know all of this like the back of your hand. So customize it first, and then tomorrow or on day 2, we're going to talk about exactly how to take this and actually convert it, how to get the clients and how to switch this up a little bit and for each specific vertical. But looking at the presentation, here's a high-level template. So you enter your logo at the top and you put your client's logo there, make it nice and customized. Talk about the agenda, why free Wi-Fi is important. What is a social hotspot? Now, you don't have to call it social hotspot. You can call it a social-powered router. You can call it your own special tool. Like I said, they're never going to see anything. Okay, all of the landing pages are always white labeled. There's no mention of local Wi-Fi network. There's no mention of your company unless you want there to be on the landing pages. The domain that we use is completely unbranded, so there's no way that they can link it back to you at all. So if you don't want to call it a social hotspot, you don't have to. I mean, it helps. But you can call it your own, secret weapon. Call it whatever, a social router on steroids, whatever you want to call it, right? Like I said, edit this presentation. Here's the agenda. Go through your company, exactly, hotspot solutions, and then anything else that you have to offer. You obviously want to add this in, have them thinking about that as well. Why it's important. We give you these great slides as well to take it and show your clients why it's important. Also show them again the 1, 2, 3, 4, very simply how it works. Right away, let them know they can connect with their customers via social media. Grows their Facebook fans. Obviously you can customize this, but very generally, these are all things they want to see. How does it work? Again, very simple. We install it in your locations. You do all this great stuff with social media. They don't care about the details, guys. They don't. Okay? What they care about are results. What they care about is right here. Okay? Happy customers. That's all they care about. They don't care about this. Okay? This is where you come in. This wall over here is where you add the value. They don't care about this. They care about that. So this is what this shows. This shows that you're in there, obviously selling them what they are going to get, which is our happy customers. Tell them also that it works on all devices. And again, this is canned material that you can then customize. Now, you can put your own screenshot here. What are the benefits? Engaging your customers. This is content you can use today. We don't necessarily recommend you use this for everyone because this pizza shop graphic will not appeal to a dentist. But again, you want to take whatever's relevant to you, and we have all those graphics available if you want to swap that with anything. You can also grow your customer database, tell your clients that. Again, don't want to make this a dog and pony show because you guys can see this. What's important here are the package options. Here are the recommended pricing. Now, we're going to cover all of this in the sales. This, again, this training today is really just the overview. So we're going to go through specifically the features, how to add the value, how to show clients that, hey, that is worth $9.99. Okay? I'm paying you that, and I'm getting value. So we're going to teach you how to show that value. And this is your closing slide. So that presentation you can download right now. That's directly in the members area. And what I'll do here, and I'm just showing you on a high level, I'll show you where to grab all this stuff in the members area at the very end. So guys, moving on here. Next is the 6-page proposal. So this we like to use kind of after, when you go in with the one pager and your client is engaged, you either go in with that presentation right away, or you sometimes, if the client wants something bigger, they may just sign on the spot, but this is something you can take right away and present to them. And this is something that is a little bit longer. It's more for larger companies, let's say clients who want 10 hotspots, multiple location thing. But this is professional, and this is something that we've used to close business already. That your company is very excited for the opportunity to set one of these up in their business, set up a social hotspot. Again, it just explains it. Don't want to read through everything, but it's a very professionally written introduction. It talks about your objectives, exactly what you're trying to do. You're going to let people connect with social media. Some of the immediate benefits. Number 1, secure your Wi-Fi. Number 2, helps protect against fraud. Number 3, it grows an email list. It enhances their engagement in social media sites and allows them to offer promotions. Now, I don't see what over here any other product today can do all of that together. It's pretty amazing. When your clients will probably agree when they see this for the first time, this presentation helps them see it. Also, how it works, again, just repeating exactly how it works. So they see it again, shows them exactly how it's installed. Talks about the opportunities, how they can make money with this. Talks about the proximity marketing options. Now, guys, all of this are the upsells. These are the upsells that you can charge. So if you want to take one out, you want to add one in, it's all editable. It's all in Microsoft Word. So take this and add whatever you want to obviously upsell the clients, but we'll be showing you exactly when you're selling this, how to charge for push notifications. Like, it's amazing. It's like I said, the gift that keeps on giving. You'll be able to keep promoting your client every month and charging them more as their list grows. And as well, we have the pricing here, and this is what you tell the client. If they have patio extenders, again, this is optional. But you can mark all of this stuff big time. And as you'll see in our store, we're going to be selling and almost even giving away the social hotspot routers very, very cheap when compared to how much they cost retail. And your clients, when they see this, they're going to be paying for this, right? So anything you're buying from us or buying from us in our members area, you're going to be, transferring that cost directly over to the client. You're never going to be paying for these hotspots themselves. Now, this first one, it's what you use. It's a tool that will generate you revenue at every event you go to. No joke. But if your clients actually, as you're growing your network and you want to install individual ones, remember that the cost here, it's, you're going to buy one from us for about $99, on the bulk rate. Even cheaper than that if you go higher. But you're selling them for $399. Okay, and this is the hardware. Clients, like I said, they're used to seeing this. They're used to paying for hardware, especially if it comes with massive social value and massive engagement and everything else you're going to be adding on. All this other stuff, it's all pay, a la carte. You can have packages. We'll be going through all of this. Don't want to spend too much time on this today, but all of this on our sales training in the next couple days of the training here. So as I said, this is something you can use right away if you have clients who are eager. Obviously, consult your own lawyer. This is a contract. We're not consulting you. We're not saying that this is okay for your region. Just make sure you take this, you customize it enough, and you use this, obviously, to land clients in your area. So back to the presentation here. Whoops. Oh, breaking mobile for you there. Sorry, guys. Just going back to the slide. Oh, looks like I lost my place here. A lot of monitors. There we are. All right, so that's the PowerPoint. That is a 6-page proposal. The Wi-Fi landing page headers. Now, these you have instant access to right away, so you can already take these and use these for mock-ups. Okay, we're going to also give you, I have actually, we're going to make a note of this. We're going to throw it in the members area later today. We're going to give you a template, Photoshop template of a phone, okay, that you can use and put these in to show your clients demos. Okay, so we'll be adding that template later, but these are the headers. I'll show you once you download them, they come in a very large a very large folder, a zip file. Now, each one of these, I'll just show you it a little bit easier here. I think these are PNG files. Here we go. I'll just make it easier just to show you guys here. So we have ones for stadiums, casinos, retail stores, schools, All of these are in Photoshop format. I'll show you actually how that's all editable here. So these are just an overview. I just wanted to show you kind of what they look like. But let's say I like this business conference one. So I'm going to open up the Photoshop file of that. We'll open up the airport one. Let me just bring it on screen here. So again, guys, you don't need Photoshop for this. There's a bunch of other people. Guys, please, those of you who suggested have recommendations, post that in the Facebook group. Alternatives to Photoshop. But everything, guys, is all completely clean over here. So this is the airport. Everything is, look, I had the design, the logo. We do things the right way here. This is all layered. So if I want to take something, the background image over here, I want to take that and change it up. I want to turn it off. There you go. You can, literally each layer is all editable. If I want to change this, I can also go in and actually change that text, right? So I can go in and actually edit this and put whatever I want. So this is for everyone. This is not a Photoshop course, but this is more just of an overview of everything you're going to get and all you're going to get in that download area there. PNG has for almost every vertical. Now, guys, if there's any vertical over here that we do not have that you want, again, that's what the Facebook group is for. Just request it in that private VIP group. Just say, I really want one for this. We will get our designers on it. This is why we are working, so closely with the resellers. This is why we're the experts in this, because if you want something that'll help you sell more of it, let us know. We'll build it for you. So moving on, the free Wi-Fi posters. Going to open some up of those up for you as well. Those also come in a very large text file. Actually, this one's not so large, but these come all as editable Photoshop files as well. So I actually have one of those open already here. And when I open this up, as you see, it's a free Wi-Fi zone. Everything is really easy. So if you want to change this, everything is all layered. You have all the graphics there. If you want to change this background, for example, this is orange. You want to change this background from orange to something else. Again, not meant to be a Photoshop course, but so easy to do. Color overlay, there you go. In this case, it's red, or you just basically pick your color, and you can change it up really easily. Also recommend sometimes putting your client's logo in here too. But we have a whole bunch of templates here for you to use. Again, if your client has a coffee shop, that's very cool. If it's a normal business, that's cool. Again, coffee shop, very popular here. But all these, we're continuously adding to these as well. These are ultra high res. So if you want something done, just let us know, guys. It's all open for requests, truly. And that being said, I just wanted to say everybody focus on that and not kind of jumping in at the same time. But now let me show you the members area, exactly how to navigate all of that. So here I'm going to go to localwifinetwork.com/members. Now you should have received a username and password. Here I'm going to log in as one of our partners here. So this is Hi Tony, obviously, as soon as you log in. Now you're on this webinar, so don't worry about this over here. Make sure you do like us on Facebook over here. That's just, that's our public group. We do some news there, but really what you want to do is keep tight to our Facebook group, is where we have all of the client data. That's the real good stuff. But basically the training sessions that are happening now, the marketing can all be found here. So the 6-page proposal, simply click to download that presentation, walk-in brochure. Everything I showed you here today is all available now for download. So go grab that right now. Literally go take it, go edit it, go print it out, customize it, go to Kinko's, get it on some nice paper and start thinking about businesses to go to. Because tomorrow on day 2, we're going to teach you how to go out there and do it. We're going to actually teach you the strategy once you have these in hand, right? And it all comes in steps. If I taught you everything today, you wouldn't be doing anything, right? So take these, customize them, learn it, study it, all right? And actually, I'm leading myself into the next slide. I'll get to that in a second. But this is everything here. As you guys know, the video here for the those who want to see the platform, we're going to be covering this in depth on another day. But if you want to see a brief overview of the actual control panel, everything we're talking about so much, this is really where the real work came in. This happens, over here. You can watch this video over here. As well, we have an FAQ. Sorry, wrong button there. We have an FAQ over here too. So frequently asked questions. Those of you who are wondering, how to set them up remotely, some of the pricing. So for those of you who don't know already, we are going to be launching a store later to where you can buy more of these social hotspots. I'll show you basically what they're going to be going for, and this is going to be released actually tomorrow. I'm just a little excited telling you about it now. So you're going to get 3 for $2.99 or 10 for $8.99 as we grow. All of these will be available shortly. This is 40% off of the retail price. This is wholesale only. This is not available to the public. And as you grow, obviously, your monthly plans going ahead. Now, your first hotspot, your first social hotspot is always free. Remember that. It's part of getting in early. This one you will never, ever, ever pay a monthly fee for. So every day you can take that to another event, use it all you want. You're never going to pay for your first. And remember, it's always included. As you grow, obviously, if you want to grow your local Wi-Fi network, we have expansion plans. We're going to be launching these later today, so keep an eye out for it. They're 3 and 10. You'll be able to get additional routers, actually manage those additional routers as well, all happening here. But this is the Q&A in this section here. You can find it in FAQ. As well, if you haven't already, here's a link to the Facebook group. So when you're in your Facebook group, you can go here, make sure you click on that, you join. We only accept you if you use the same username that you have with us, obviously. And as well, if you want to add anything with your account, you can see all your stuff here with your account. All right, guys, so that is the members area. Those are the posters. This is your homework for today. So we're obviously going to leave a whole bunch of time now for Q&A. But this is your homework. Number 1, you got to make sure you join that Facebook group. Make sure you're in already. Join that Facebook VIP group. Also, log into the members area. All right, we just showed you how to do that. Very easy. Go to brickandmobile.com. Sorry, not Brick and Mobile, guys. localwifinetwork.com/members. Go to and download those and customize those materials. All right, take all those materials, follow what you learned today, customize each one of those in Microsoft Word and in Photoshop. You also want to start making a short list of family and friends. So start thinking initially right away. Do I have any friends or family that are close to me right now that have a restaurant, that have a local business? Can I put this in their location? Can I try it out? Get that list built, because guys, tomorrow, get excited, tomorrow is all about sales training. Sorry, I just grab a drink of water there. So it is all about sales training. I've been doing nothing but talking for the last week, no joke. So it's all about sales training tomorrow. So guys, that's your homework for today. Gonna check right now the Q&A, gonna see if anybody has some questions. I know you all have questions, so let me just run through all of these right now. Going to go back to see if anyone's were flagged they still have to get to. So question from Brian, when will the replay be live? It's going to be live. We're going to probably get it up within the hour. So it'll be live very soon. And I'm going to blast through this Q&A, guys, because I got a lot of questions here. So I'm going to answer you pretty quickly. If I didn't answer your question, ask it again, please, and I will be more than happy to answer it. So does the monthly fee start right away when the routers are activated? Ed, right now your first router is free, so there's no monthly fee at all. The new ones that you'll get, yes, the monthly fee begins when you receive your router. Question is, can I have the PDF user's guide for the routers so you can study it before it arrives? Yeah, we're actually going to look at opening up the Wi-Fi support desk. That's where the user guide sits. We'll be looking at opening that before you receive it. Yes, Nat. So we'll try to get that to you. BJ, you're charged monthly. We have different plans available, different expansion plans, and those cover active routers. If you obviously need more active routers than your plan has, you need to upgrade your plan. But everything is all scalable, and it really is like a pay-as-you-grow. So you don't, you obviously, you grow as your network grows, is the only time you would grow your plan. Question from Joyce. Once the customer logs in through Facebook, can the business market to them after they leave? Yes, they can. That's what makes this so special. This is why this is so awesome. It's because we let you do those Facebook notifications directly through our platform. We'll be showing you that in another day, another session here today, this week. Question from Carl. Can you limit the time that a hotspot user spends on the router? Right now, no. I mean, we don't really limit it, but we are coming out with that functionality to be able to limit what the average login time is, so it just boots that user out if you want. Well, that sounded really Canadian there. Sorry, guys. Yep, Sarah, and people who are, if you have a Facebook that doesn't use the same email address as the email that you use to purchase, simply just submit a ticket with support and say, hey, FYI, this is who I am, this is my email, this is the email you should be looking for. Just clarify it if we haven't given you access already. Question from Irving, very good question. No, we don't have it in Spanish yet, but we will be having it in Spanish very, very soon. As well, little surprise, we're going to be having the platform translated into 15 different languages. Not right away, that's going to be coming in the new year, but the platform and the back end as well is going to be multi-language. So rest assured, guys, if you are international, you are definitely working with the right partner. Question from Jeff. The question about the monthly pricing is going to be, it's in the FAQ section of the members area, and that's all going to be explained further later today when we launch the online store, and will be also explained tomorrow before we talk about the sales. Hey, Cliff, I see that your homework is already complete. That is great. You're an early birder, because we only gave access to this earlier today, so that's good on you. And you know what? It's just a testament. It doesn't take long to do this stuff, guys. It just takes action, okay? So today, again, go in, get that members area stuff. You know, get into the Facebook group, go into the members area, download it, customize it, and you'll be good to go. Question from Mitch. We have some tiered levels, so we have a 3 and a 10. So if you grow more than 3, we give you 10 at a bulk price, which ends up being a lot cheaper. Hey, Mike, we're going to be sending over the control panel login, the cloud control panel. That comes along with your hotspot. So you get access to the cloud control panel when your hotspot arrives. There really is no reason for you to have access earlier because you need the hotspot to activate it. So all of that comes, all the instructions happen when you receive your hotspot. Question from Robert, very good question, and something we didn't maybe cover well enough today. The customer, once the end client already connects with a social media site, with Facebook or Twitter or Google, they don't have to come back and do that again. So if they come back to the location, they automatically get back on the network. Okay, that's amazing, because right now we know that that Robert has come back to our location. Okay, and we do that automatically in our interface without the customer having to log on again. All right, that's all explained in our terms and conditions exactly how that works. Customers already authenticated. When they come back, they re-authenticate on our same network. So it's like they never left, but we track exactly when they've come and they've gone, which is part of the analytics that we're adding to the platform as well. Question about website content. No, right now we're going to be releasing some custom websites as well. A benefit of getting in early with us, we're going to be giving you your own website and content to use on your current websites with this. Try not to use the content we have on our website right now because you won't give you much SEO value. But we will be giving that to you as well. Any of the graphics as well, yeah, feel free to use. All that stuff that we have on our website, feel free to use any of our graphics. Obviously, as partners, we always encourage that. But any of the real content, we're going to give you recommended content to use. Question about plugs outside countries. Right now, anything in the U.S. is being sold with a normal, or we call in here in North America, a normal plug. Those of you in Europe or by your country is where we're going to send you a router specific with your plug and your conversion, the different voltage for your plug. Now, again, this is an international unit, so if it does not fit, you can get an adapter and very easily switch that. But let us know if you live in an international country. Let us know what plug you need, and we'll do our best to get you that exact model. Right now, we're going by the country, so you should get the right one. But if there's any reason that you don't, you can use a converter, or just let us know for next time. We'll make sure that we send it over. Question about phone support. Now, we don't have our phone support live yet. We have 24/7 chat support that we're going to be getting up this week as well. So keep an eye out for that. But right now, if you have any questions, still the best way to get a hold of us is just send an email to support@localwifinetwork.com. Question from Damon. No, this is no longer available on Amazon at all. There was a little bit of confusion. This is something that, obviously years down the road we may look at bringing commercial. Right now we're just working with resellers. When this is your game. You're the only ones in town right now selling this thing, so it's pretty awesome. Sam, question, when can you get more routers and extenders? We're going to be getting that going later today, so keep an eye out for that. We're going to send an email out to everybody when that happens. Alon, yeah, you can brand the router with whatever you want. So if you want to put your own sticker, call it your own, call it Alon's Wi-Fi network, you can go do that, totally. It's just a sticker, a piece of hardware, right? The customer's not going to care or look at it, but you can do whatever you want with it for sure. Question from Khalid. Yes, you can use this as a mobile solution with some slight modifications. The same hardware. Again, it's just our support team can set it up. Not recommended, but you can use it on a 3G or 4G hotspot. So you can technically have like a hotspot at a hot dog stand if you want, or a tour bus in your location, in your situation, sorry. But I don't recommend it because it's not very fast. There's still a lot of work to go with those hotspots, and you're always going to be limited by the wireless element of it. It's not going to be a really good experience for everybody, but it does work. It definitely does work. We use it right now wirelessly at some trade shows that we go to, stuff like that. Question from Greg. Some people are reluctant to sign in with their Facebook info. Very good point. So yeah, we'll show you. There's a way to just have email. You can just have them use their email address, their first name, their last name, and that works great as well. Tommy, question about shipping to Sweden. Submit a ticket. We'll get you the shipping rates on that. Dan, yeah, we're going to be also coming out with some website templates, like a WordPress theme that is all about you and all about your local Wi-Fi network and more so your social hotspot, about selling that to your customers. So that is all coming in due time. Yes, correct, Robert. The price for the 3 routers, in addition to the one you have right now, the first one is always free. It's $97 a month for the 3. Fetty is going to be available later today. We're going to be launching the online store later today. Tressa, the question is, you say that secures all the Wi-Fi data, but it also protects users who connect the free Wi-Fi from hackers. Now, hackers is a very general term, right? If somebody has a virus in their computer and they're susceptible to this, we obviously don't guarantee this. But what we do actually create is a 256-bit encrypted network, okay? So opposed to having an open network that your clients have right now, it's literally open and uncensored, it's transparent. We put a security blanket on that, so we layer it, okay? So right now, to our knowledge, there's no other hotspot that has social and a 256-bit encrypted network out there right now, period. It just doesn't exist. Aaron, good news. He asks, he has the first one sold, so congratulations to you, Aaron. That is going to be something that's going to make you a lot of money for a while. You want to purchase more? They're going to be available later today in the members area. And guys, again, only to members, so we don't sell this. The public cannot come buy these. They have to come in to the members area. Scott, question, you're going to get access to manage the routers and to the cloud control panel when you receive your hotspot. The monthly fee is $97 for all 3, so it's not $99 each. So it's a great price. Tony, we're going to be opening this up to resellers shortly. As you guys know, if you're already here, you have a very quick, early head start on all this. But we will be opening this up to, obviously, other partners as we grow, but only to partners. We're not actually going to go direct on this. Yeah, Mark, we plan on doing a much more advanced analytics platform. Like, you got to see what we have. It's pretty awesome already, but we are looking at doing a deep Google Analytics integration with this as well. Question from Joyce about additional routers. Yeah, Joyce, when you receive the additional routers, that's when you activate your plan, and that plan stays active, obviously, unless you grow it or unless there's additional routers that you're going to be adding on. Again, Morton, control panel is going to be open up as soon as you get access to, as soon as you receive your social hotspot in the mail. Hey, Sam, got your question about the large prospect with a very large sporting league. Yeah, we do have gateways available. That's something that we're going to be talking about, not today, obviously another day. But the gateway installations start at $25,000, and they're actually placed into the server room. They can handle up to 100,000 people. So this technology does not only work for local; it works for large-scale stuff too. Again, those are very specific, specific types of clients. So if you guys have any questions about that, simply just send an email to sales@localwifinetwork.com, and we'll be sure to get in touch with you on that one. Hey, Ron, a question about not getting added to the Facebook VIP group. What you want to do is just submit a ticket and let them know that your name corresponds to, and give them the email address that you use to pay, your PayPal email address typically, and we'll link all that up for you. Yeah, Edward, actually, great point. With the holidays upon us, with a Black Friday and all these events, you guys are getting in like nice and early. So you're going to have your social hotspots. You can go to the client right away. Look, Black Friday is going to be massive for you. Okay, you're going to have so many people in your store, more than anybody all year. You need a hotspot for that. Like, you need a social hotspot activated for that day. So yes, we're going to go through all of that stuff when it comes to the retargeting. And maybe we'll get some bonus stuff in here, because I think, guys, we got so much stuff it may not even fit into 4 days. But that's part of the benefit. It doesn't end now. It doesn't end after the 4 days. You guys have the lifetime access to me, lifetime access to the local Wi-Fi network group, so that we're always going to be adding these things and always going to be going through the latest and greatest how to use these. Question from Edward. No, right now, actually, as part of being in early as well, there is no cost for the notifications on Facebook. We will be charging to the public later on, right? But you guys have no cost for that now. And I'll be telling you, I'll be walking through all that stuff, obviously, when we go through the platform. Question from William about a mobile presentation. Can you clarify that, please? I want to make sure I got the question right. BJ, all the monthly fees are prepaid. Luis, yeah, the question is age important? Well, depends who you ask. As a marketer, yes, age is extremely important. As a man or woman, not really. Age is just a number, in my opinion. Sorry, guys, reading to the questions here. So can you use a USB modem stick to supply data to the router instead of the cable? Yes, Nat, you can. Now, I said that does involve some modification to the router. You'll have to contact our support team on that. So if you really are serious in using it, what we do is we have to convert it, and you would no longer be able to use it with an Ethernet cable. So you have to decide. What I really recommend, truly, is you don't make things mobile now. You really keep it, Ethernet driven. The 3G hotspots are only so good, and when you're demoing it to a client, you want it to be fast, and you don't want your modem to be the weak link, right? Question from Dave. The patio extender cable length can be up to 300 feet. So you actually purchase your own. We'll have that in our store as well. We're going to get at, really cheap cable, and you'll be able to plug the cable in, and then you can link that to however long you want. We'll have different sizes available too. Question from John. The router plans are all month to month. If, for example, you no longer want to pay it and your clients still have it, it will still be completely fully functional for your clients. However, they won't have any access to the social data. You won't have any access to the social data, and it'll be serving our advertisements on the router. So obviously, your first one is kind of like your first one is good to go. You can use that at any event. You'll never see our ads on that ever. Obviously, on that point forward, if you no longer want to do this, we still have to maintain it, and we have these in the marketplace, so that's how that would work. Question from J.R. Hendricks. SMS, we're just working out the final bits right now, but we'll be having SMS shortly. Yeah, Russ, you can always upgrade your subscriptions. So you don't have to be at a certain level. You can always upgrade it as you go. Yeah, Kenny, we're also going to show you that when we go through our installation stuff. You're going to be able to download an Android or iPhone app that will actually test the strength of your signal. So when you're in the location, you can see the output of the router. You can test all the speed. You can do all that really cool stuff for your client. Again, it's while you're there, right? You can charge them money to go do that, test it, make sure it works. Yeah, question from Daniel. He's just confirming that the information and connection of each user is 100% protected. Well, you know what? You can never say 100% in any world, so it's 99.99999% protected, right? There's always the chance of something that we don't know it. The NSA could be on the call. You never know. So, yeah, it's never 100%, but I'll tell you now, we are 256-bit encrypted, and there's no other network out there right now that has the same type of security layers that we have, and the way that we're set up is very difficult to penetrate as any kind of information guy, any kind of hacker guy. Question from Mike. No, the customer does not get a login. You get a login to manage your Wi-Fi network, okay? That's the value you bring. As we all know, if you gave it to your customer, they would not know what to do with it, and they would probably break it. Okay, that's not to say that we're not looking at launching that down the road. We are looking at having some live customer dashboards built. And you guys get access to that for life. You will get access to that as soon as we have it tested and good to go. But for now, you get access and you can manage your own local Wi-Fi network securely with your own username and password. Hey, Christine, I want to make sure I got your questions. Yeah, you can use the social hotspot now at multiple locations, like not obviously at the same time. You'd have to go to one place, then you can take it to another place, then you can take it to another place. You can order additional hotspots whenever you want. I don't understand the question. Sorry. So question from George, you get 10 hotspots for $197, correct? You can have as many zones as you want. So you can actually have 10 zones with those 10 hotspots if you wanted to. Doesn't really matter. Or you can have 6 in one zone, 4 in the other zone. Doesn't matter. So question from Tony, when an existing customer re-enters a client zone, is it possible to identify them on a re-entry and use proximity marking to remind them to use the network? Yeah, Tony, actually what we do is we can gauge when that user hits the network again, and it will pre-authenticate them, and then we can do a trigger to send that person a Facebook coupon or notification when it gets re-authenticated. Okay, so that's crazy ninja stuff. That's like, everybody, the hype was all about proximity marketing and like these apps that you had to have on when you walked in a certain area. Well, people don't download apps, number one, for local business. We all know that. Number two, they have to have the app on for it to work, okay? This doesn't need an app on. All that needs on is your Wi-Fi connection, which chances are most clients leave on anyways. I know I do. I use it in my house. When I leave my house, I don't turn my Wi-Fi off of my phone. I leave it on. That means it's always looking for networks. And if I've approved it and I've pre-approved the network to use my Wi-Fi, then we'll automatically go back on that network without me doing anything. And yes, we can have some triggers that happen after that. And hey, Anna, I see your homework is done too, so that's great. Good news. I love to see action takers, so props to you guys. Yeah, BJ, we're going to be running with some partners probably in a couple weeks, but you guys have an awesome head start on this one. Question from Roni. We plan on doing the fair usage and time limitations probably in the next couple months. Right now we're working on kind of the core notification, the marketing elements of that. That stuff is more of like a nice to have. So we're going to be putting that out probably in the new year. Hey guys, sorry, I just realized that I'm looking at questions that were asked 15 minutes ago. Because we got so many of these. But I'm still going through it all, so stay patient. A lot of compliments here, guys. Thank you so much. I really, any compliments, I just don't, I don't call it out. I don't acknowledge each one, but I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I think I answered some of these. Yes, there will be a way for your customers to go in and manage the platform later, not now. You don't need it now. You've never heard of this last week. What makes you think your customers definitely don't know this exists? And what makes you think that they actually want to manage this? Okay, they don't, period. So you manage it for them and you charge them a whole bunch of money. That's a much better option. So yeah, Brian, I covered that. There is a way to send those people a welcome back notification, or we will have a way of saying, hey, it's been a while. So we'll know, hey, that person has not been in our location for 2 months. Send them an email or notification. We're building all of that logic out in our dashboard and the control panel. So all of that will be possible. Question, is just so you don't sell a feature. The connection is secured locally. So if somebody sets up a sniffer, they won't be able to get in, is what I'm saying. So they actually have to log in using a social network or a way to get in to be able to actually sniff it. That's part of the encryption that we have and that we offer. We actually secure the Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, you can do zones like restaurants in Dallas or restaurants in New Orleans, Damon, for sure. That's how a lot of people do it right now. Well, actually, no one's doing it, which is great. But you guys can do it like that, right? Which makes it awesome. Edward, no, we will never be completing with you and your clients, so we will never be going to your, going to your clients directly. Got some people asking about competition. Like I said, you can go do a search out there, do your due diligence on Google. You're not going to find anything that does everything we do. Truly, truly not. Nobody will come close to our cloud control panel. There's no SSL encryption. All these things, just save your time. Focus on getting your marketing materials going, on actually going to clients, adding that value. That's where your time is best spent right now. Delivery time on the routers, as you know, and this first initial one is being a little bit delayed. We like to get it to you within 3 to 5 business days always. So that's a very good general timeline. But as we work on getting, as growing our operation here, we're going to be looking at next day delivery, but not right now. Right now it's about 3 to 5 business days, but very shortly you'll be able to get these right away to your clients. Yeah, Mark, we're going to be getting you, all this is recorded, so you'll be able to access all of this in the members area. Hey, Keith, we're going to always update your firmware remotely. So that's the benefit of our cloud platform. You never have to make an update. We make all the updates for you. Yeah, we will have signing in with your SMS and signing in with your phone number shortly. Question about preventing leeching. So we have some limitations in place to how much users can download. We test it. If we see somebody leeching, we can change everything on the fly.